Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaim here today with another Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl Moveset video guide on how to use Dialga. A lot of people have asked for this Pokemon as well as Palkia. I'll be covering Palkia later this week. But if you guys do enjoy these videos, make sure you let me know by leaving a like. Also leave suggestions of other Pokemon you want to see. I'm literally going through the videos and doing what people are suggesting. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe. I'm on my way to 300k. That is my end of the 2022. That is my end of the year goal. And I upload a lot of Pokemon content. I got Showdown Live, I got Wi-Fi Battle up later today as well. And also, guys, we only have a few days left to pick up my merch. My merch does end on the 9th. So if you want to pick up my new merch to celebrate the launch of BDSP, that's it. Now, Dialga is an incredible Pokemon, right? Steel and Dragon is great. A bunch of resistances. And basically, in Ubers, it's only weak to, in general, like it's weak to ground and fighting, right? And in Ubers, the main thing you're going to see is going to be like maybe ground type attacks from Groudon and then Rayquaza, but also only fighting type attacks from Blaziken. Besides that, that's basically it. There's not a lot of Ubers right now, but Dialga has enough resistances, and being Steel type, it means that it's neutral to Dragon, so it can take opposing Draco Meteors and Outrages from other Pokemon, and it can still deal with Fairy types due to its Steel typing, so it's really nice for Dialga. So the first set we have is probably one of the better ones, and that's Offensive Choice. Now this can be either Choice Scarf or Choice Specs, depending on what you want. Choice Scarf actually has the ability to Revenge Kill, you know, Swords Dance Rayquaza, a weakened Mewtwo, offensive Giratinas, +1 speed Blaziken because you are faster. And I'm talking as if you guys know what the Uber tier is, but the Uber tier also has Pokemon like Blissey, Clefable, and Scizor being ran there. I've also seen Gliscor, I've seen a lot of Heatrans, I've seen Infernapes, Jirachis, Latioses, and Lucarios, as well as Mamoswines and Tyrantars. So it has just a good speed tier there. Draco Meteor is your main stab. You're going to drop a Draco, you're going to do a lot of damage. You have Flash Cannon for basically Clefairy. That's the main thing. Clefable, excuse me. That is the main Pokemon that you want to be able to Flash Cannon. Besides that, you're really never clicking that, but that's the main Fairy type that you'll see in Ubers with Unaware, as it allows it to deal with basically like a lot of Ubers just because of Wish Protect and Unaware. Like it can deal with certain variations of Dialga. If they don't have Flash Cannon, it can deal with Swords Dance Rayquaza. If it's physically defensive Unaware, it can deal with Giratina. That's the big one, I think, that it can deal with. But you also have Flamethrower Earth Power as your next move. Flamethrower allows it to deal with Scizor, Jirachi, Skarmory, other Pokemon you'll see in Ubers like that. Whereas Earth Power will still let you hit Jirachi for super effective damage, but also Heatran for that 4 times effective damage. Again, another Pokemon you do see in the Ubers tier. And then Thunder is your last move. You might be thinking, why would I want to use a 70% accurate move, Thunder? First off, I feel like that's like almost the wrong way of thinking because we put Focus Blast on Pokemon. Of course, though, Focus Blast isn't necessary on like Alakazam and Gengar to hit Tyranitar and just Dark types in general. But in Ubers, there is one Pokemon that is fantastic, and well, there's a lot of Pokemon that are fantastic. But that's Kyogre, and Kyogre does set up the rain. So it's basically allowing you to deal with Kyogre, whether you're Specs or Scarf. So again, either Specs or Scarf, whether you want the speed or you just want the outright raw power of Dialga. Because with a Choice Specs, this Pokemon basically just picks up KOs, right? And you want to go Timid always because you want to at least be able to speed tie with Groudon and Ho-Oh and Kyogre. That's basically it. Also, you'll be faster than Adamant Rayquazas, and you're faster than Jolly Blazikens. You're faster than Modest Dialgas and Modest Giratinas as well, or it's speed tie with Timid. So, and then you can knock some of them out, but some of them can't knock you out. Next up, we have Offensive Stealth Rock. So Dialga does have Stealth Rock, and it's a great Stealth Rocker because it naturally resists water moves from Kyogre. It can obviously avoid Toxic, so there's not a lot of Toxic in the tier just because a lot of Pokemon don't have Toxic right now, but it can actually just take on moves. It can switch in on like Shadow Balls from Giratina as well. And with a Life Orb, you do massive damage to physically defensive monsters like Groudon. So Draco Meteor, Flash Cannon, and Thunder is basically the set itself. Again, I think you always want your Dialga to be able to hit Kyogre because it's a good answer to Kyogre. Like, it'll always be able to live a hit, at least one. So Stealth Rock there, then you have the Thunder. But you don't have to use Life Orb. Maybe if you don't want the damage to yourself, which is fine, you can use Adamant Orb. Adamant Orb lets you kind of bluff a Choice Scarf since Adamant Orb gives you a 1.2 times power on your Draco Meteor Flash Cannon. Almost certain rolls with Choice Specs as well, so it lets you bluff that. And then the last item is potentially Expert Belt. Now Expert Belt's a little bit better because it lets you do more to Ho-Oh and Lugia and Kyogre with Thunder, and more to Clefable, obviously with the Flash Cannon, though Adamant Orb, Expert Belt, same thing. Life Orb in general will always make you do more than all the other ones, right? But Expert Belt just lets you do more on super effective attacks So it can buff potentially all 3 of your attacks, whereas Adamant Orb will only be buffing the Draco Meteor as well as the Flash Cannon. So it truly is up to you. And then the next set we have is Special Defensive Dialga. Now again, that Steel and Dragon typing is incredible. This mon can take on Palkia. This mon can take on Mewtwo. This mon can take on opposing Dialga. This mon easily takes on Kyogre, even eating hits from Specs Kyogre with the Special Defensive set. So max HP, 232 special defense, and then 24 speed allows you to outspeed like min speed base 90s. So again, Groudon with no speed, Kyogre if they're no speed, bulkier variants, Giratina if they're no speed, bulkier variants, opposing Dialga if they're no speed, while also obviously still being able to outspeed defensive Clefables and Pokemon from there. So Draco Meteor, you could go Dragon Pulse, but again, Draco Meteor is nice because it'll actually allow you to KO Pokemon like Palkia and Rayquaza, whereas Dragon Pulse won't be able to KO Palkia from full. So Draco Meteor still gives you the added power. Stealth Rock is a support mon. Roar or Thunder Wave as your next move. Roar can let you obviously phase out setup Pokemon like Combine or Nasty Plot Mewtwo if they don't knock you out. Combine Lugias, Combine Kyogres, whereas Thunder Wave can obviously give you some speed control to slow down Mewtwo, Lugia, Kyogre, etc. for maybe another Pokemon in the back like an offensive Groudon or an offensive Rayquaza, which appreciates those Pokemon weakened and slowed down like Choice Band or Dragonite or Swords Dance Rayquaza or Blaziken. And then Thunder, of course, you just want to be able to hit Lugia, you want to be able to hit Kyogre, you want to be able to hit Ho-Oh with your attacks. And then we have the Substitute 3 attack set. So like I mentioned before, Dialga is just really nice. Like it threatens a lot in the tier, right? And obviously Dialga is going to make a Clefable either switch out or click Protect. So Substitute is essentially free. So Kyogre might switch out to Groudon to scout for the Thunder, for instance. So by substituting, you can get a free attack because obviously they have to attack your Substitute in order to do damage to Dialga itself. So Substitute, Flash Cannon, and Thunder are your givens. I already have explained a lot what Thunder's about. You always want to be able to hit Clefable, in my opinion. You do not want to be walled, like you're a Steel Dragon, you do not want to be walled by the best Fairy type, right? And of course Dragon Pulse. If you want some added power, you could put Draco Meteor. Also, don't run Roar of Time on Dialga. While Palkia does have a great signature move in Spatial Rend, though it can miss, Dialga just it's Hyper Beam, right? So being stuck in a turn with a Pokemon that can have otherwise done a ton of damage or just been able to knock out a Pokemon just sucks. So don't really run Roar of Time on Dialga, unfortunately. But yeah, Dragon Pulse is there just to do damage. You could go Draco Meteor if you really want to, but you'll be having the drops and it kind of like takes away the point of being behind a Substitute. Leftovers just for the longevity. And then the last set we have is a Trick Room offensive Dialga. This one works pretty cool on Rain, in my opinion. Like your own Rain with like Kyogre, and I think Groudon is a pretty cool partner too, because Groudon appreciates the fact that Dialga is going to muscle through Groudon, it's going to muscle through Palkia, it's going to muscle through mainly Groudon, right? Like mainly Groudon with the Life Orb, Draco Meteor, and it also just sets up Trick Room, so cool Trick Room mons can work with it, which is why Groudon's a really nice one, because that banded knockoff, it doesn't matter if you're an Uber, that banded knockoff hits incredibly hard in the tier. So Draco Meteor, Flash Cannon, Thunder, Trick Room, Life Orb for the added oomph, the power. You're going to go Quiet, which is plus special attack minus speed, max HP, max special attack. Basically, by going max HP, you're almost always going to survive a hit with this Pokemon, especially even like a neutral Earthquake from Groudon. You'll easily be able to survive that from Groudon, as well as a neutral Precipice Blade. So basically, by that I mean like it's not boosted, but also it's a more defensive variant, so you can get up Trick Room in its face, and then if it's physically defensive, you are going to knock it out with Draco Meteor because this Pokemon hits incredibly hard. Dialga's great in the tier. It's kind of hard for me to say good teammates because it's just basically you're going to want to always use this Pokemon almost. You almost want to always use this Pokemon no matter what the set, just because it's so good with its resistances and just hits incredibly hard. So honestly, anything is a good teammate. Mewtwo, Groudon appreciates it because it appreciates Dialga being able to check Kyogre and also get rid of it. Likewise, Dialga appreciates Groudon being able to take the Earthquakes coming out of Dialga and the attacks from Rayquaza coming at Dialga, and also the fact that Groudon can deal with Ho-Oh too via Stone Edge if it really wants to. So fantastic Pokemon. Definitely try it out. I'll be doing Palkia later this week. Guys, stay tuned. There will be a Showdown Live up later today, as well as a Wi-Fi battle with a new team coming out later today as well. So, actually using a Steel type because I'm using Mawile on that one too. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Let me know which Pokemon you guys want to see next. I guess there's another set that you could use, but I don't think it's as good right now just because Clefable exists. But Substitute Bulk Up with like Protect and Pressure used to be really cool. It's just that in DBP, in the original one, there was no fairy types. Now there are, so being evolved completely by Clefable kind of sucks. But if your team heavily deals with that Pokemon, then you can easily use a sub, bulk up, protect, Dragon Claw, or Outrage set. And you can just play around with the EVs. You can make a Spadef to be able to live like Kyogre's Ice Beams or whatever you really want it to do. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.